Today, Taoiseach Micheál Martin was confronted by a mother over the long delays in her daughter's care. Of course, this is reminiscent of Simon Harris and Justice for Harvey movement that took place recently, because Simon Harris and his whole Fine Gael team said that they would have the treatment for scoliosis being 4 months when it ended up taking 8 years. And of course, the poor child Harvey died under his watch, which is absolutely disgusting. It says Antoinette Burke said her daughter, diagnosed with hip dysplasia at 4, is now 18 and suffering severe pain due to lack of surgery. So she was diagnosed with this, what is that, 14 years ago? And still comically not given the surgery. This has gone beyond anything that's even understanding to the Irish government, because I truly don't understand what's going on. Why can't we give money to have the surgeries in England, in Germany, the US? We could easily do that. If we can't process people here quick enough, then they have to be put abroad on the government's money, because we're paying taxes, we're paying all this stuff for lack of care. It's horrendous. Let's watch this video. We'll break it down after.
I can't stand by when you are all standing here, you're going in there to talk about healthcare, and this is your legacy. This is 15 years on the 24th of this month. Katie be waiting on surgery. Now your secretary has all Katie's files because I sent them. She said she informed you. I don't know whether she did or not. I've spoken to Simon Harris, he's ignored me. I've requested meetings with you, Simon Harris, Jennifer Carter McNeil. She told me under the Governance Act that she cannot tell anybody in the HSE to help Katie.
What?
No, what we can do.
No, if that is the case, why do you have a Minister for Health?
Well, the Minister for Health
Because
can't.
my daughter is suffering.
I know, but the problem is
country.
clearly, so for some reason, the clinical people, the consultants, made a judgment.
But if they had have operated on
But
Katie
they
when
don't
she
believe
was
that,
4,
and they don't believe, for
she
some reason they
wouldn't be
didn't.
getting, no, but she wouldn't be now needing a hip replacement.
Ooh, this girl at 4 years old had hip dysplasia. Sorry, I said it wrong the first time. I probably said it wrong again. Hip dysplasia. Anyway, it's a problem with your hip, guys. Severe arthritis, something like that, obviously. But now she needs hip replacement surgery, which is even more extreme than just a little bit of realignment surgery. Could have helped as she was growing up. You know, from the young age of 4 to now 18, you grow. And as you grow, your joints kind of align and that kind of thing. And if they're not aligned, it gets worse and worse and worse. So obviously, if they had the surgery, if this Antoinette Burke had the hip surgery at 4, we wouldn't be in this situation. But because now she's waiting nearly 15 years for the surgery, it's gotten 10 times worse. Of course, that's what's going to happen here. It's absolutely disgusting. And of course, you can see here, Micheál Martin can't even look at her in the face. He has his head down like this. He's burying his head in the sand. You know, I'm sorry. He's mumbling words. I'm sorry. I can't help. Obviously, someone. He's just making up bullshit. And this is what's going to happen. The Irish people one day, the ordinary people, that 90% of people in the country of Ireland aren't awake to what's happening in the government. They're going to wake up one day and there's going to be a flippin' mayhem. It's going to be a nightmare. It's going to be a flippin' living nightmare, because people are going to understand then, okay, we can't get surgeries, we can't get treatments if we don't have a ton of money. What's happening here? We're paying all these taxes. We're working 6 months for free. And then we're not getting my daughter's care, my son's care. Justice for Harvey. Same thing with Harvey. He died. I don't think you can die from hip dysplasia, but it's severe pain. It's like chronic pain, 10 out of 10 pain. If you don't get the surgery, and it's going to be like that. And if swathes of people, if hundreds of thousands of people overnight went crazy, I mean, we would see a crazy civil war in this country. I mean, there'd be hell to pay. Like, oh man, it's bad. And on top of these center-left politicians that we have, I think they're far-left, we also have more far-left lunatics like Paul Murphy talking about how this is the most right-wing government we have in Ireland. Whereas they're not right-wing at all. Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael are complete left-wing insanity losers. And people would say, oh, they're centre-right. They're not, guys. They're 100% left-wing. Do not believe what anybody says. They are 100% left-wing. Paul Murphy, anybody is right-wing compared to him, because he is so left. He is so far left, radical far left, that, you know, any single person looks like a far-right lunatic to him. Anybody with common sense looks like a lunatic to him. You know what I mean? This one is insane as well. He's talking about the Dáil term with most right-wing governments, priorities, and all this crazy shit today. So let's listen to him.
So what will your focus be on for this term coming up?
I mean, we're facing what is probably the most right-wing government, certainly in my political life, between Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael and...
Right-wing?
Yes. And
even the host can't believe what she's hearing. Right-wing? He said, we're facing the most right-wing government in Ireland. Even the host was like, right-wing? Like, are you sure? Because literally, it's all left-wing. RTE are left-wing. Like, the whole political establishment are left-wing. Oh, lads, we got to listen to that again. That was gas.
So what will your focus be on for this term coming up?
I mean, we're facing what is probably the most right-wing government, certainly in my political life, between Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael and...
Right-wing?
Yes, and the Lowry group. They are preparing in terms of housing to make the situation much, much worse. With over 5,000 children homeless. That is going to soar as they rip up the tenant in situ protection, as they prepare to allow rents to rise even faster than they're currently rising.
No, he's being disingenuous here. He's a lying son of a bitch, guys. The reason why rent and everything is going through the roof is because they're bringing in UN are bringing in hundreds of thousands of people from Ukraine, from wherever, war-torn parts of the world, Roman gypsies, and they're being given houses, luxury accommodation, gourmet meals, Gordon Ramsay meals. They're given oil massages at night. They're given everything while the rest of the Irish people are left to die on the street. That's why. That is a left-wing initiative. That is a Marxist initiative. That is not a right-wing initiative, guys. I hope the people are under no illusion that that is a left-wing government initiative.
Cost of living, you have an absolute crisis for families. 40% of families having to cut down on their own meals in order for children to be able to eat in one of the richest countries in the world. And you have tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of children being failed by the state in various different ways, sitting on waiting lists for therapies, going past the legal limit in terms of assessment of needs, not having appropriate school places. What we need to do is to build a movement of resistance on all of these issues now to fight for change, and prepare to say we need a very different government, a government that doesn't serve the interests of those who are profiteering from the cost of living crisis, those who are profiteering from the health crisis, those who are profiting from the housing crisis, but instead serves the interests of ordinary people. We need to have a left government, and we need to take steps in that direction.
Well, that translates into having a left alliance, doesn't it?
Exactly.
I mean,
a lefty alliance. Sounds like hell on earth. Oh my God. Oh man, this is even getting hard to listen to. You know, RTE, of course, are left-wing, and they protect the government. The mainstream media, they're dead. They protect the government. They protect all these left-wing agendas, narratives that they're shoving through the office. And it's disgusting to see, like, even this lady says that, okay, we need a left-wing government, and she's agreeing with him. He's saying we need a left-wing government, a left-wing alliance that take back the power from the government. But it's like, what does this guy, does he not understand that the country is completely packed with people? Anytime I go anywhere anymore, there's so many people. I used to go to the gym and there's nobody in the gym before the lockdowns. There was like 3 people. Now, any day I go to the gym is packed, which is good for making money. But if you're not one of the people making money, it's going to be terribly tough for you, you know. And this is what they're doing. They're bringing in hundreds of thousands of people illegal. They're not doing background checks. They're making crime go through the roof. It's crazy. And the elites have all the power. I have no hate for anyone. I have no hate on anybody on a micro scale. But on a macro scale, there's too many goddamn people, guys. You know, there's not enough housing. It's a disaster. And these left-wing people literally keep pushing this. And not only that, we have these woke Marxists in power that are dictating everything. Let's see what this one is freaking out about today.
Shut the fuck up!
LGBTQ.
These are radical Christians in there that are housing neo-Nazis!
Right, but
and you're defending... God, you're so fucking stupid!
They don't push gays off the top
Are
of the
you
building for being
kidding?
gay.
Shut the fuck,
they
you
don't.
bigot!
that.
Shut the fuck up! You
I know,
don't
he's
want
great.
to learn!
He needs to learn how to communicate like you do.
Shit!
Are you gonna threaten me?
Did you misgender her? Did you misgender her?
Apparently.
Shut the f-
Lads, that was literally like a South Park sketch. Did you misgender her? Did you misgender her? Like they're literally having a spaz attack over pronouns and name calling. I mean, this is crazy, guys. Nobody is housing neo-Nazis. I haven't seen any neo-Nazis ever. This is just ridiculous, guys. And radical Christians. I mean, just because you say you're Christian, and the country, literally the Western world was founded on Christianity. America, Europe. So, I don't know, they're really against all that stuff. These are Marxist agendas that are now being pushed daily by the mainstream media, and it's disgusting to see. Let me know your thoughts on that. Hope you all enjoyed that, guys. If you want to support me, we have 26 members now. Hit the join link underneath the video. Become a member today. Okay, it's only €3 per month, which is less than a coffee now. It's less than a coffee. That's how much inflation has gone up. My membership costs less than a coffee in Ireland per month. So skip the coffee for a day, a month. Sign up. We can push back against these lefty insanity, woke Marxist communists, and regain power in our country. I love you all, and I'll see you all in the next one, guys. Peace.